the FBI Director, the Secretary of Homeland Security, the head of the National Counterterrorism Center, and the intelligence community to work on this intensively until we have a full and complete information. And once we have that information, I will share that information as soon as we can confirm it. Additionally, we're tracking the explosion of a Cybertruck outside the Trump Hotel in Las Vegas. Law enforcement and the intelligence community are investigating this as well, including whether there's any possible connection with the attack in New Orleans. Thus far, there's nothing to report on that score at this time. I've directed my team to make sure every resource is made available to federal, state, and local law enforcement to complete the investigation in New Orleans quickly and to make sure there's no remaining threat to the American people. And we'll support the people of New Orleans as they begin the hard work of healing. New Orleans is a place unlike any other place in the world. It's a city full of charm and joy. So many people around the world love New Orleans because of its history, its culture, and above all, its people. So I know, while this person committed a terrible assault on the city, the spirit of our New Orleans will never, never, never be defeated. It always will shine forth. We've seen that time and time again throughout its history, and I know we'll see it again in the days and weeks ahead. May God bless the people of New Orleans. May God bless our police and our first responders. May God protect our troops, and we'll keep you fully, contemporaneously informed. Thank you.
Have you spoken to President Trump?
Are you concerned about more attacks?
Have you spoken to President Trump?
Investigated as a terror attack?
From Camp David, President Biden describing the terror attack in New Orleans hours after the strike of New Year's, a despicable attack. Importantly, the president saying, quoting what the FBI told him, that hours before the attack, the assailant, quoting the president here, posted videos saying he was inspired by ISIS. The president also noting an ISIS flag was found on the vehicle involved in this murderous assault on Bourbon Street in the French Quarter of New Orleans. Also, President Biden noting the explosion of a Tesla Cybertruck outside the Trump International Hotel in Las Vegas, saying that investigators are probing to see if there's any relationship whatsoever to the terror attack in New Orleans. The president said nothing to report on that score at the moment. Nicole Sganga, continuing our conversation, your impressions from President Biden's remarks and the notation that he made, which I believe is the first from a federal source, that the FBI is now convinced that the assailant posted videos hours before the attack.
Yeah, an indication there that the assailant might have a premeditated intention that was broadcast on social media ahead of this attack. The first indication we've gotten of that, we know that he had a very active YouTube account, and right now FBI and other investigators scouring that digital footprint to determine exactly what was the ideology, how did radicalization unfold in the days and weeks ahead of this atrocious attack. Other things I took away from the president's remarks, that investigators are still looking for any connections, any co-conspirators there, Major. We heard from law enforcement today that made it seem as though they felt this suspect had not acted alone. We await more details, more evidence of why it is they know that. He had said there that he directed the Attorney General, the FBI Director, the Secretary of Homeland Security, the NCTC Director, to work intensely on this to create a full investigation, in part because so many Americans are concerned right now, to offer a sense of security and satisfaction to the American people. At this point, you mentioned the explosion of the Cybertruck. We know that one individual was inside the Cybertruck, several others suffering minor injuries. No indication from federal law enforcement sources I've spoken to of a connection, but given the timing of this, and by the way, that it seems that both of these vehicles were rented in sort of premeditated acts independently as of this point,